Yes, yes, people. Hello. always, always the issue. Okay, microphone. Hopefully, people can hear me. Yes, you can hear me. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know you can hear me. I know. I know. Welcome to LIFC, people. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Lots to talk about today. I've been away for one day. I needed a rest. First and foremost, let me say thank you to, of course, Uncle Rod for inviting me to his channel. First time I've met, Cal and from Kobish, and we've done a wicked stream together. Please go and watch it again. It's over 2,000, I think, views on Uncle Rod's channel. Go and check it out. It was funny. It was good. It was very knowledgeable, and I tested myself against the best Liverpool content creators. And then straight after that, hour after that, I went to Don Hussam's channel. Please go and subscribe to him as well and check that out. It was a good show, funny show. Was having a laugh at the same time as well. And people wanted me to go out there, check this out, and test myself out there. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Scottish Bear, I owe you one, bro. I owe you one. I appreciate you, man, for putting my name out there as well and people calling me out. Because at first I thought I don't want to do anything else. I just want to be on my own channel and just enjoy it with you guys. But testing myself out with those great content creators like Jamie Phillips, like Enz, and Lex. First time I met Lex on there, it was just amazing, man. It was absolutely amazing. And that Mike fella from America as well. Of course, Dan Hussam as well. And yeah, it was crazy, guys. It was an absolutely crazy stream. And I really enjoyed it. And of course, and Uncle Rose one as well. So please go and subscribe to them, all that good stuff. We've got lots to discuss today, of course, about the rejected transfer for Florian Wirtz. People are talking about, we need to calm down, guys. We need to relax. It's a business. That's what it is. Ownerships, they're going to test the water. They're going to put transfers forward and see which one is it's like when you buy a house, you don't put the full amount of money that asks for you. You reduce it and then you just put it up gradually. That's what Liverpool are doing. And the player said he wants to come to Liverpool, so that's the most important thing as well. So it's something that's going to happen. I'm 100% convinced this time. I know I was all over the Caicedo one before, but this one, because the player chose Liverpool like Caicedo chose Chelsea, it's more, Liverpool than, any other club. The most important thing is I always tell you guys, remember, let me rewind.
Rewind. When the clock goes, selector.
So remember what I said. The player chose Liverpool Football Club. He did not choose any other club. So that's the most important thing, over everything that we have done in this transfer. So just relax. Let the international football finish. He will get his medical done and he will be a Liverpool player. I think we're overreacting for something that's going to be, beneficial for Liverpool Football Club. I know we've been burnt in the past. Let's move on, guys. Come on, man. Let's just check out what it's saying in social media beforehand. Let me get to the comments, and I appreciate everybody to do the like for me. The more likes I get, the better for the channel. The more likes I get, over 50, we're going to get the algorithm up as well. So please do that for me. And, try to get with over 1,000 views on a regular basis. That brings me back every day to you guys as well. So thank you, man. 35 people watching. You're not going to get any streams like this anywhere else, I'm telling you guys. And you could ask the people in the chat, the regulars. It's pretty fun over here majority of the time. I'm a bit tired because I come back from work, but I'll try my best in this stream for you guys. Obviously, I'm going to try chat to you as well. There's a game going on, obviously, but I'm not all about international football. I've lost my passion for that. I don't think international football... it ain't as good as what it used to be, in my opinion. I think there's better football out there in the modern day. So allow that stuff for me, man. I can't do that. Big up Gene, big up Joe Powell, big up Harry. Of course, Scottish Bear, Jason Williams. Let me just shout you guys out before I read your comment. You never walk alone. I'm sure you saw me in the channels as well. In those 2 channels, you never walk alone. See, Fozi can hold his own, mate. That's if he's, fully, fresh. When I'm fully fresh, I don't have work. I'm on a holiday. I'll be fine. But when I come back from work, it's difficult for me to process because I'm so tired. That's all, guys. It's not always I'm a bad streamer. It's just I do 12 hours a day, so it's impossible for me to, come back home and then keep talking on a regular basis. But I'll try my best today. I'll try my best. Big up everybody, though, by the way. Please subscribe if you're new as well. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, guys. New subscriber, I can see. And Harry, of course. Let me just read Harry's one first, then I'll come to your one, mate. I'll come back to this one. Appreciate everybody that's on. And then we're going to go to funny bits from Man City fans, who are saying Shirky is better than, obviously, Wirtz. I'll show you something Man City fans did before Liverpool actually got him. Let's just put it that way, before Liverpool got him. Yeah, I've got my big T here as well. Big up, Gene. I'm so happy you're here. So happy. Thank you for sharing, obviously, my stream as well, Gene. Appreciate that. So Harry says Wirtz deal is really close to full agreement. Here we go. Will be tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, I heard about what Fabrizio Romano said. Let's just hope, here we go is very soon, brother, because I can't wait for it. I just can't wait. I just want to get over and done with, because, we're getting a lot of messages privately as well on our social media saying to us we're lying and all this stuff. I'm not a reporter. I never said I was a reporter. I'm only reporting back to you what I know about our football club and, how close things are. That's all I know. I don't have no chili sauce or anything like that, or tomato sauce. I don't have that. I don't say things like that. I just know what I know and I share it with you guys. I think everybody needs to just relax. That's all I'm asking for, guys. Let's see what else is happening on the chat. Of course, people always moan for fuck's sakes by Joe Powell. I know, bro. Big up Scottish Bear. Big up, brother. Honestly, thank you for what you done for me, man. I don't forget, you know what I mean? And I'm always gonna mention you for things like that, bro. Spreading my name out there to other YouTubers. I like that. Thank you. I think the majority of you guys do that anyway, so it's all good, man. It's all good. Big up Jason, of course. Gene, much respect, Fozi and chat. You never walk alone. Big up, Gene. Big up. Big up, big up, big up. Thank you very much. So let me show you what I know on what I saw today when I was at work and share it with you. Let me make it slightly bigger as always. Appreciate everybody that's on. Please hit the like and subscribe. Please go and subscribe to other YouTube channels or Liverpool. The support we get is great. It's appreciated. Let me just put it that way. It's appreciated. So this is what we saw today, and everybody started panicking, as always. They said Bayer Leverkusen have just rejected Liverpool's latest. 1 second, bro. 1 second, yeah. 1 second. Let me just read this. Let me just sort this out. I'll sort it out. 1 second. Liverpool have rejected Liverpool's latest offer and are still looking to squeeze a bigger fee from Liverpool. Leverkusen, sorry. Bayer Leverkusen have rejected Liverpool's latest offer and still looking to squeeze a bigger fee from Liverpool for Florian Wirtz. Negotiations between the two clubs are continuing for the 22-year-old, and the expectation remains that Wirtz will complete a record-breaking move to Liverpool. Remember what I've done for you guys before, before in regards to the player, nodding his head when the reporter asked him about joining Liverpool. That should tell you enough about him. That should tell you enough that he's going to Liverpool Football Club. Us, panicking and all of that stuff. It's not the way of going forward with that, if you know what I mean. So we just got to be careful, guys. Yeah, let me bring in Nalante and see what he's saying. He's just done a stream earlier with JK and Nalante. They done a stream earlier, so let me just bring on JK. See what he's saying. Big up JK, bro. You all right?
I'm all good, bro. What you saying?
Nah, I'm good, bro. Just doing the stream at the moment, obviously about the transfer with a chat and see what's going on, innit? That's all we can do, bro. Because everybody's panicking at the moment. Everybody's worried. So I'm just trying to make people, understand you don't need to be worried. We've got this one in the bag, man. What do you think?
Yep. Yeah, because like for me, bro, I've done this throughout my whole life. That where as soon as we're linked to a player, my gut feeling tells me he's coming or he's not coming.
Yeah.
And for me, Bellingham, Casado were. As soon as I heard the news, I'm like, they're not coming to Liverpool. As soon as I heard this Wirtz one, I was like, this guy's coming to Liverpool.
Yeah.
You know, and if he's turning down Bayern Munich, bro, we've got no other competition because us winning the league is our marketing sort of tool. We won the
Yeah.
league, and that we didn't have to say nothing to Wirtz. Oh, look, we're the English champions, 20 champions chips in under our belt. We want next season. We want to get number 21. So we're really really on top of our game. So for me, that's like no problem. I think Wirtz is the one guy being mentioned over the years. Even I'm including Zubimendi as well, bro. I'm including that guy.
Yeah.
I'm saying realistically, we're gonna get this guy, bro. Even though, let's go back 4 months. If we had a show when someone came in and says, "Oh, look, in the summer we're going after Wirtz," you probably think get these guys to head tested, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a major signing, bro. Major signing.
It's a statement, isn't it? It's a statement to the rest of the world of football. Like Liverpool is not here just to, win one title and disappear for 5 years, as we was thinking before, innit, with FSG. This time it looks like they're serious, and they've heard the fans, and our concerns and all that stuff. And that parade the other week just showed them how big Liverpool Football Club is. I mean, 1.5 million showed up, and imagine when we get 21, how many millions will show up. So. It's listen, it's a statement, obviously by us, and it shows like the next steps for Liverpool Football Club. It's not building stands and all that stuff, and furloughing staff. The next steps is on the pitch, which is like getting a lot of quality players that's going to support these current players that we have, and take us to the promised land, which is Champions League football plus Premier League football, which is winning both trophies at the probably in the same season, bro. Because although PSG won obviously the Champions League, what people seem to forget is other teams are going to improve next season and put it on them. If you know what I mean. So when you buy more quality and the competitive side of the Premier League as well, that will push us further than last season. If you know what I mean, JK. But let me just read obviously the chat. Bad bro, I think that's how you say it. Big up Fozi, who is top 5 players in Liverpool club era and why you wanted Robbo to go? I think we need experienced players. Mr. B, listen, top 5, it's got to be Alisson, Van Dijk, Salah, Mane, Firmino. I think that's it. And Salah, Van Dijk, Alisson, Mane, Firmino. That's my top 5 for Liverpool. I don't think you could say Fabinho in there. Fabinho, but I think that's my top 5. In regards to Robbo, let me say something to you, bro. I have no issues with Robbo. I know Liverpool. I've supported Liverpool all my life. I've been here since the 80s. I can't remember ever missing a game, JK. Honestly, in my life, I asked my wife like the other day, "Have you ever, since you've been with me in 2008, have I ever missed a game?" She said, "No, you've watched every game." So I could tell you games I've watched down the years, and I know what I see. The reason I want Robbo to leave next season is to keep his legacy, my friend. The guy is a stubborn man. He wants to play every game. He's not that type of guy that will sit on the bench and be James Milner. He doesn't do that. I'm telling you. If he wanted to prolong his career, he would have let the likes of Tsimikas play more games. But he used to push himself to the manager and says, "I don't want no rest. I want to still play every game." And now look at him. When you look at Robbo right now, Mr. B, the issue with Robbo is he looks like 37 years old. Van Dijk and Salah are older than him. I mean, he's about 31, I think, 30, 31. So Van Dijk is about 34, Salah is about 33. They're older than him. But when you look at Robertson, he looks like older than them. And that's not a good sight to see. He only done 1 assist. Robbo is one of the record breakers in assists for fullback. He only done 1 assist last season. And that was the one for Gakpo against Arsenal near the end of the season. That was the only thing he did. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying like he's a bad player or get him out because he's useless or anything like that. I want him to go for his own sake because I know my fan base. When things go wrong, they will turn on him. And he's that type of player that doesn't want to sit on the bench, brother. That's the whole point. For his sake, he needs to go and find a club that's suitable to his ability that he has right now. Because he looks tired, man. The legs are gone. I played football. I played in some levels in my life. When the legs go, they're gone, bro. They're never gonna be the same.
But
Go
I
on.
think this happened with Robertson, bro. This is my opinion. I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know if you agree with me, but it's like this.
Mm.
I think Robertson was like a steam engine,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, slots come in and say, "Listen, lad, hold your horses."
Yeah.
Shift it into second gear now. And what
Mm.
happened, bro? He was bamboozled. He's like, all I know is this full 100 miles per hour football.
Yeah.
And that slowing down has affected him more than anyone out the whole team. I don't care.
Yeah.
Hence why you see them mistakes from Robertson this season.
Yeah.
Because that mindset's changed, bro. It's like from bang, bang, bang to let's do it constructively now.
Mhm.
And that's really, for me, out the whole squad, it hurt Robertson the most.
Exactly. Man.
One assist all season, not great after he's made so many for us under Klopp.
Mhm.
Some games he had real good games. Let's not
It's
get
not,
it
it's
wrong.
not
You know
when
what I mean?
people are trying to brainwash other people. They're saying how many mistakes he's made. I could name a few mistakes now. I could name the Fulham one when he
He
got
did a
sent
few.
off.
Yeah.
I could name the other Fulham one when he tried to cross the ball across the box and then they scored after that. I could name the penalty he gave away against who was Southampton away. I could name the one the own goal he scored at home when him and Van Dijk was rowing. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of mistakes he made that's unlike him. And not only that, the worst part of it is when you guys thoroughly look at the games, he's making I think the opponents are targeting him like Trent nowadays. I don't know if you guys actually see that. He gets targeted now. And that's not right like Robertson. He used to like defend better. He used to be aggressive. He used to make sure. Remember what he did to Carl Walker before when he was chasing him and then he pushed him down the back and Carl Walker ran towards the crowd. You know what I mean? This is the Robertson that I remember. And I don't want to listen. I've seen so many players down the years, guys. Yeah, I loved, and I see the fans turn on them eventually. And I don't want that to happen to Robertson. I think like Firmino. Remember, Firmino was about to sign a new contract, guys. What did he say? No, boss, my legs can't take me where I want it to take me anymore. It's time to leave it for the younger players now. I love this football club. I can't, show like 30% of me. I want to show 100% of me. That's what he said. And then he left, went to Saudi. This is what I want for Robertson as well, man. I mean, it's the longevity of playing too much football that's cost him his position, guys, and that's what worries me. And eventually people are going to turn on him. It always happens. Ask JK if you don't believe in it, JK. It always happens, bro. These things, even like you could talk like that now, but eventually when things don't go right, your own fans turn on you, and then they tell you to get out of a football club.
Yeah.
Get out.
And this is what I don't like
I don't like
about modern day football, bro. Like for me,
Yeah.
back in the days, a player could stay for a good 8, 9, 7, 10 years, and everyone knows his game's not going to get any better after the 6th year. But they're thinking, you know what, he's part of the family, and he's got his good parts to him.
Yeah.
And there was a respect there, and there weren't no social media there where you could and go online and say this guy's this, and this guy's finished, and this guy's finished. You got content creators making shows left, right, and center, and they need topics to fucking shout about, and they're the ones pick faults in players, in the team. And they could do a show about it every week, every day of the week, So that's one thing as well, bro. Like for me,
it's dangerous, bro. It's a dangerous game, bro. That's what I keep telling people. It's a dangerous game you're playing when you're trying to praise a guy that's not what he used to be anymore. It's a dangerous game because I'm telling you, man, the legacy will go. The legacy will disappear thanks to the people that encouraged him to do things that he can't do anymore. And that's what worries me. I'd rather have Robertson like Firmino. Look at Firmino. Every time we think about Firmino, we all smile, don't we? Because of what he gave to us, that infectious smile, that skills he used to do on the pitch. That was beautiful, man. That was art at its best. The back heels to Salah and all that stuff. Like at Southampton away when they were in the orange Dutch kit. You know what I mean? And the other back heel we did to Salah against Newcastle and things like that. That hat trick he scored against Arsenal. Look what we could remember from Firmino. I can't remember any bad things about him, and that's what I don't want for Robertson. If you know what I mean. What about you, Nalanta? What do you think, bro? If he's there, but carry on, JK.
Yeah. Like, I understand what you mean, bro. I'm not a big fan of that. You've seen how fans do that, and I think it sort of shows their character of the man. At the end of the day, we all know Robertson isn't going to be here for long. If he stays one more season, and then it will be finito.
Yeah.
We're looking at Kerkez and that. And imagine you, Andy Robertson, now, bro. You gave your heart and soul to Liverpool, and all you're hearing all the time is Kerkez's fucking name. You know.
Yeah.
That's gonna hurt your feelings, bro. Let's put football to the side right now. That's gonna hurt your feelings, bro. Because all these guys have gave their heart and soul to Liverpool, all of them.
Yeah.
You know, and when you hear murmurs in the crowd, you know, it's gonna hurt your feelings, man. It's bigger than football sometimes. You know, you got to look at the personal side of football sometimes.
You got to move on, man. You know, in football, the worst thing teams do is still live in the past. You know what I mean? You gotta go forward. You gotta go forward. You gotta
Night Rider. Remember Night Rider?
Forward,
yeah.
You don't go back. That's one thing you don't do in football. You got to move forward, because you know, if you stay at the back, you know it's another thing as well. What Klopp said once really stays in my mind, and I keep remembering what he said. He said, I think we lost the league by 1 point the first time, all that stuff. He said what he said was, what we need to do as a football club is remove that, you know, backpack with the rocks in it. Remove that. Let's just get it off our shoulders. What he meant was, Liverpool Football Club lives in the past. Phil Thompson's, you know, Emlyn Hughes, Kenny Dalglish, John Barnes, Peter Beers, you know, all these guys that actually won titles. We're always going back to them. I mean, and that was a big thing for the players that's currently there at that time. And then as soon as he said that, everything changed for Liverpool Football Club, because we started looking forwards instead of like looking at back in history. Because when you look back in history, guys, that's where you get stuck. Look at Man United. They talk about the good old Fergie days every single time. They don't talk about anything else. And now they're stuck in the Fergie days. We can't be stuck in things like that. Move forward. Next one is KERKEZ. Let's get him through the door, and you know, let's see what happens after that. Because if we keep looking backwards, we're gonna go back to the 30 years again. That's what I keep telling people. I love players. Sentimentality is good when they're not here and you celebrate them. But when they're playing like they're not themselves, it's very tough to watch, man. And I don't want to see that anymore, if you know what I mean. So move forward, man. Move forward. I've always said that. What's going on, Alante? You okay, mate?
Yeah, all good.
Big up, bro. Gene says, how are you doing? Obviously at LFC Respect Channel.
Good to see you, Gene. Hope you're okay.
Good to see you, Gene. Scottish Bear says the Liverpool community is real, Fozi. Yeah, bro. Like, you know, I don't normally, you know, I stay in here. It's thanks to you guys. Like, you know, I've gone to other channels and enjoyed it. If you know what I mean, Uncle Rod's channel and obviously Don Hussam's channel. It was one of, I don't know if you guys watched it. It was 2 streams within an hour. You know what I mean? So I've done 4 streams in a day. Basically, I've done one in the afternoon, one in the evening, and 2 more after that a few days ago. And it was all good, man. It was all sweet, and it made me realize YouTube is a place for me, innit, guys? That's what it made me realize. I could do it on my own, and plus I could do it in a panel. So, you know, I'm not like one option kind of guy. I could do multiple stuff as well. I was happy, man. I was really happy. I slept happy. Let me just put it that way, because, you know, it was entertaining. And first time I've done something with obviously Cal from Coppish as well. Yeah. He knows who I am now. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. If you don't know, now he knows.
Now he knows. So
Yeah.
it was good. It was very good, man. Let me just go to the comments. New people in the house, of course. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're new, and all that good stuff. Just get as much views as possible, guys. You know, get in the what you call it, on the poll as well. I've asked a simple question about, do you still believe Wirtz deal will happen? And 76% said yes, and 24% said no. So there's still people worried. I have 37 people. Still people worried, man. Come on, man. Don't be worried. We'll get the guy. How do you say his name, JK? I don't want to make a mistake about it. Nakib, yeah. The new bid was rejected again. What I thought it was when I thought it was agreed.
I think it's been agreed.
It's gonna happen, innit, guys? Like, if you look at transfers, that's how it is. Especially a transfer of this magnitude. You know, this record-breaking, you know, Premier League transfer. You know, like I said it in the beginning, JK and Alante. It's like when you're buying a house, someone puts in the market, right? You don't really go for the full price, do you? You go lower than that, and then you push it up gradually, don't you? Until you could agree a deal. And this is what FSG is trying to do with this deal. Eventually, they will get their guy. I mean, I can't imagine like Leverkusen set it at 150 and Liverpool's going to pay 150 straight away. It's not going to happen. They're going to have to gradually, work it up. And
It's gonna be less.
yeah. But what do you guys think about that? Are you guys unhappy like we're not paying the full price?
Nah. They're doing the right thing, Liverpool, because we shouldn't be paying that full price. You know what I mean? I was just thinking if Leverkusen get too much, well, they won't. If they try and up the scales a little bit, then we should walk away from the deal. That's what I'm saying, because the money we've offered already is more than enough. But obviously, the key factor is the player wants to come. If the player didn't want to come, it's a different factor. But I kind of don't like a little bit the way Leverkusen are moving a bit. Because at the end of the day, we're not buying, because buying, you know what I mean? And they're just kind of flipping out 100 mil plus. I mean, come on. Really, it's ridiculous, because Wirtz still got a long way to go. It's not like we can say an Mbappe or someone like that, 200 mil. He's a quality player, still got a long way to go. They should be accepting it. But like you said, part of negotiation, and we'll get over the line. But if I was the club, and I have no problem the way the club's going, because they offered more than enough. Excuse me. If Leverkusen, well, they won't. But if they try and play more games, then we should just pull away from the deal. Simple as.
Yeah. Well, I'm totally opposite.
What about you, Jeff?
I'm like, give them what they want, man. I don't give a damn. I'm past that stage of caring about the financial side of our club. Back in the days, I was an accountant with the club, if you know what I mean. Every fan was. If we do this, we do this. We sell this guy, we'll have enough money for this. And, that was the way we used to roll. And with these owners, you don't roll like that, bro. So for me, splash that cash. There's no ifs or buts about it. £10 million signing of KERKEZ in 5 windows.
Yeah.
So if it's an extra 5, they want an extra 5 million, pay it on, man. We're past that stage now. Wirtz is a quality player. Yeah, I understand what Alante is saying. He ain't top of his game right now. He's still young on that. But potential-wise and what he's already done, I think he's going to be a top player for us. I think he's just a good top player. For me, the number don't really matter no more. Past that stage.
100%. You're right. You're 100% right what you're saying, guys. There's 40 people in here. Please hit the likes. You know what I mean? Let's try to get to as much as we can as well. And if you're new, subscribe. Yeah, listen. At the end of the day, guys, like we sold for Coutinho for about 145. You know what I mean? So things like that can happen in football. Look how that turned out. This is the worry about when you're making a big transfer like this, especially for a young player of this age. I think they'll come with the right deal at the end of it. I think he's going to be obviously coming to a club that's at the right place, and he will perform higher than what Coutinho did at obviously Barcelona, in my opinion. Because when you go to a team that's got similar players to you, as Coutinho had at Barcelona with Messi and all these guys, flair players. It was difficult for him to shine over there. But if you look at Wirtz coming to Liverpool with players that's not similar to him, he's going to shine, of course, man, because it's different. And not only that, they from what I can see, Arne Slot wants to build around him, which is the right way of going about it. So he's 22, 5 years deal. That's a long-term deal, guys. You know what I mean? So he's going to spend the majority of his, young years at Liverpool. And the next step is how Liverpool Football Club behaves towards him. Like I've seen a lot of players come to Liverpool, use us as a stepping stone. Then they go to Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, whatever it is. But I've seen a lot of players do the other way as well. Look at Alisson, what he just said recently, how much he loves Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? He's not here for the money. He's here for the love of the club. That's why he stayed longer than he should normally. So, you know what? The way we react towards players, guys, and the way we show them love, that's the kind of thing that makes them stay longer, if you know what I mean.
It's true.
So let's just hope, it all connects, to the way, the Liverpool way, as we call it. And it's a longevity signing. It's not a short-term signing. Don't ever base things on Trent and all that stuff. Trent, unfortunately, he surrounded himself with his younger brothers that control his life, and they make hasty decisions at that age. So he was always going to make a silly decision. If you look at him at the end of his Liverpool career recently, it looks like he regretted what happened because he didn't think Liverpool were capable of getting these players through the door anymore. I mean, he doubted our football club. That's the thing that played on his mind. Not thinking like we've been through stages in the last few years that stopped us from getting players like this. Because the first time we won the Premier League was 2020. What happened during that time? COVID. COVID stopped our momentum, didn't it? If there was no COVID, I think we would have like won maybe the second one, third one, and probably stopped for a bit and then gone again. But COVID, distracted our football club. Don't forget that, guys. That when you stop a momentum, it just stops and it's blocked. It blocks. It's not going to move. And now we've got no stadium, to build anymore. We've got no furloughs. We've got no COVID. All we can think about is Liverpool Football Club on the pitch. And that's the most dangerous thing for other clubs. I mean, when Liverpool are thinking of winning things, goodness gracious me, the fan base around the country will be going berserk. But yeah, it is what it is. That's what I'm saying about it. Always remember like where we was before and where we are now, which is getting better and better and better. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, for me, spot on. Like we've supported Liverpool a long time, bro, and we know what we've been up against, like politically as well. Liverpool as a city. So for me, everything we do brings an ailment of jealousy into the air. I've seen it for the last. As soon as the Wirtz news broke, Man City fans, Bayern fans were making videos, bro.
You want me to show you? Do you want me to show you everybody here like what Man City fans were saying before?
Yeah.
Before they thought they were getting Wirtz. Let me show you what they were doing, guys. Let me show you. You'd be laughing.
I couldn't believe it. I've seen some things. I was like, yo, are these guys serious? I never do that. Man City,
let's watch this together, guys. Let's watch this together. I'll show you. There you go. Let me make it slightly bigger. So this Man City fans, when they thought Wirtz was going towards them, it's the FA Cup final time.
Okay.
So what they said, like, who's going to replace, obviously, Kevin De Bruyne? Who do you want to replace Kevin De Bruyne? That's what they said. And check out what the Man City fans said.
Who do you think City should replace Kevin De Bruyne with?
I think Wirtz is the thing that I would like to see.
He's the one everyone's talking
about. We would like to see him playing at City.
Yeah. The best option is Florian Wirtz, but he's probably the most expensive player out there, so...
City splashed the cash, right? They can get him.
Yeah, 100%.
Anyone else other than Wirtz that kind of catches your eye?
I wouldn't mind Eze, who's playing against us today.
All right. Premier League proven as well.
Yeah.
Wirtz. I see his stats and like this, he's a good player.
Yeah, I think Wirtz is the perfect replacement for him. He's young, he's so good. We saw him in the last Euros.
Florian Wirtz, 100%.
Yeah. Are you saying that just because he's linked?
No.
You see, guys, this is the same player. They say now Jerky, they prefer Jerky than him. Yeah, I mean, it's cheaper and all that stuff. Let's continue. That's what is it? 5-1, right? 5-1. Let's see. This is the FA Cup final, by the way.
No, I mean,
you watching week in, week out?
My wife's German, and I have quite a few German friends, so I do watch a fair amount of Bundesliga, and I've watched him, and I've just thought, oh, this guy is. Yeah, this guy is a man and he's the real deal. So 100%, I would say Florian Wirtz, 100%.
Florian Wirtz. We're number 17 at Germany national team, and for example, he was also doing really well at Bayer Leverkusen. So yeah, I like him.
If we can get them, we can go to the champion. We can get a champion.
If I can take player from another team, it will be Odegaard, I think.
Whoa.
I hate Arsenal, but I take Odegaard. I love him. I love his style of playing. I think he's a good player. He does amazing things. He's have a good touch in the ball, so he can fit in our team.
There you go, people. See, Florian Wirtz was their first choice. That's at the FA Cup final, by the way. So all that stuff you've been hearing, we prefer Jerky and all this stuff. Jerky is better than Florian Wirtz. Is all bullshit. They wanted him in the beginning. That's the FA Cup final, by the way. So all their fans are there outside Wembley Stadium saying that. See, guys, I told you, you've got a gem in your place now. A player all the top teams wanted, but he chose your club. And we're panicking here. It's crazy, man.
Crazy, man. Because if it was the other way around and we were getting Cherky and they're getting Wirtz, I wouldn't be turning around and saying Cherky's better than Wirtz.
Exactly.
I'd be like, you know what? City's got the dough. They've got to give him the wages and they're going to get that fucking deal done, So for me, that's like, I would never come out with that, Cherky's better than Wirtz and that. At the end of the day, Cherky's a top player, bro.
100%, bro. 100%.
He's a top player. He is a good player.
Well,
so
this is, I think, sometime today on Sky Sports. This is Sky Sports, I think, in England and Sky Sports Germany. So this is what they said, if you have any doubts.
Hello.
Absolutely. I expect the medical will take place in the next days. As
I can't show the video, of course. But you know what he said, innit? The medical would take the next
couple of days and weeks, 10 years later.
150 million euro with a big package of possible add-ons included. We didn't get the confirmation 2 days ago for the full agreement, as some more details, some more figures has to be clarified. But Florian Wirtz is totally convinced that the deal will happen in the next couple of days, and then I'm sure that we can report about a done deal in the next week.
Done deal. There you go.
Done deal. That's Florian Plattenberg, isn't it?
I told you guys, like, don't have any doubts, man. This is from Germany, you know what I mean? And probably JK knows this reporter as well. So Sky Germany.
Florian. He's Plattenberg. That's his name. He's a bit cheesy in that for me. But he's been saying it for a few days. But like, what this lad's saying here, Noah Hyde 72. I sort of agree with what he's saying. With the Casado Bellingham thing.
Don't worry, I'll get to the comments. Keep the comments.
So for me, it's like this one. It just feels a little bit different. Like Bellingham, Casado didn't step foot in our direction in any way. It's like, you know what I mean? Wirtz has actually said, I want to come to Liverpool. If we ain't heard it from it indirectly, he said it by saying no to Bayern and no to Man City. So for me, which other team can he go to? Real Madrid. That's the only team I could say tonight. Say, you know what? Let's not let Liverpool get any stronger because they're a good team. They are. Let's just go and get Wirtz in for Alonso as a gift for coming in. Imagine that, bro. Imagine that happened. So, but this just feels different. See how football is, man. How they keep fans on their toes and stuff.
You know what it is? If you think about it, guys, why I'm so confident compared to the Casado one, because I was, when the Casado one happened, guys, like I was all over it, man. I was the most excited fan in world.
Really?
Honest to God, bro.
Oh, opposite.
I wanted him more than any other player because I knew if we get him, it's the end of football in the Premier League. You know what I mean? Because Casado, McAllister, Soboslai in the middle, that's lethal. I mean, apparently Gravenberch was always coming as well. So that on top, and things like that happening around our football club, I think we would have dominated football for the next 5 to 6 years if Casado came through the door. Because at the end of the day, what Liverpool is missing the most is a guy who's a midfield general. And look at Casado this season. Yeah, he's finally, showing the ability that we all knew he had as well. It's just a pity he agreed to join Chelsea. It's a similar thing to Florian Wirtz as well. He's agreed to join Liverpool. I mean, and that's what he's stuck by, if you know what I mean. So don't forget, he asked for advice as well, Nalante and JK. He did ask for advice from the Nagelsmann. Obviously, Frimpong is here, who says as soon as Liverpool showed interest, said, get it done. Don't care about the money. Don't care about anything. Get it done. So he's got that person there, and don't forget, there's a German coach we used to have not so long ago that probably went around his ears as well. And told him, Liverpool is the place. What do you guys think about that? Like Klopp probably had something to do with that as well. Like if he's asking for advice from people how Liverpool is, because he didn't know much about Liverpool. I mean, so now he probably knows everything about a football club.
Yep.
Didn't I like it just for you, bro?
Yeah, Nalante, go.
Yeah, I was just gonna say about the deal. Look,
Guys, can you continue? Yeah, there's some bloody bug in here, man. Fuck.
They're the annoying ones, man. Get out.
There's no man. He came off the stream, ladies and gentlemen. He's gone. He's gone. Man down. Man down. Man down.
We've got a flea in the apartment.
Bumming in it, yeah. It's a good game on. If anyone's watching it, Nations League final, Portugal, Spain. Show how dead England are. But anyway, I would say back to Wirtz as Fozi deals with Bugs life. Look, at the end of the day, we are Liverpool. We're big boy Liverpool, and the fact of the matter is that the deal is there. It's taken a little bit long. I'm not saying this formalities, but my point, and if we saw the show earlier, guys, me and JK done a show earlier. My point is City have already wrapped up Reinders and Al-Tanori, and now they've got Shirky coming up, and we were ahead of them. And bing bang, look, medicals are done on Sunday. Boom, bang. We should it's not the end of the world, but what I'm saying is, man, we should be more ruthless and militant. And I get certain players, the magnitude of the transfer feed and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we can't let any club take us for idiots, if you know what I mean. Like, we can have a certain amount, but if clubs want to play hardball, look, I know people will disagree, and JK said, "Show me the money. I don't care name of you, Wirtz, etc., etc." We're offering you a significant amount, and the clubs then we move on because players come and players go. There'll always be a cycle of players. The next one, but in terms of Wirtz, Klopp. But I think Klopp has done a little bit, and maybe Frimpong we spoke to a bit. But I think it's more the magnitude of the club. Yeah. Speaking to Arne Slot. The players that he's seen, look, he's going to be playing with Mo Salah and VVD, and he's had his first hand. He's seen us at Anfield, first time last season at 4-0 Baron BC, where we're going, the direction, Premier League champion. So and with Bayern, again, and I rate it because he could have done the boring way, and obviously him, Musiala, with Harry Kane, or Lise, they would cook the league, and he's won the German league and the cup double. He's done that. So you could do that at Bayern, and they're going to challenge for the Champions League. He's like, he gets on, but he just thought, no, I want to test myself. And it's just funny, Man City, because they've been bagging Wirtz, they've been free for the last 3 years. They've been seeing Wirtz, KDB out, Wirtz in. Pep was one of them, and all that. Company obviously gave him a crap presentation, done some crayon drawings on a piece of paper, draw some blue houses, some red lights. And Wirtz said, "Thanks, no thanks. You give me crayon drawings right now. I want projects, I want plans," and that's what the club's giving them. Man, look, Pep. Again, he could have, but again, it just shows Liverpool we're there. The manager, the club, the infrastructure, and who's going to play with. So man, but I'm not going to talk about. Fozi, you missed today's show. I've told JK. And it's up to you and other people. I'm not going to mention his name now. I don't want to mention his name until this deal is done.
Okay, bro.
Yeah. I'm getting to the point.
I know it's done. I know more or less it's done. It's the reaction from a player, number one, and there's reaction from the club. And we're not panicking. But Liverpool is not panicking, and the player is not panicking. So each time the player is asked about Liverpool, he's always nodding his head. He could just say, "Don't talk about it. Get lost." Get out here. He could do something like that, but he's not.
Nine.
So man. So it's all good in my opinion. But let me just go to the chat. Appreciate everybody that's gone. Please hit the likes and all that good stuff. If you're new, subscribe as well. We're on the road to 3,000. If we'll get there sooner, as soon as possible, it helps me. It helps Nalante. It helps JK. The more subscribers we get, the more family members we get in here, the more we get bigger together, and the more we don't forget about people. That's what it's all about. Ravi says, big up, obviously, your chest, like, and subscribe, rocking with the best from start to we finish. Wow, you're a great singer, bro. You're a very great singer. Very, very
Dog
great.
in the house.
Very good. Come on. Let's see the next comment. Nakib, he says, what happened to them agreeing? Was that fake, or did they change their mind? I don't think it's anything fake or anything in that kind of talks about Florian and Wirtz. I think it's all real. As we said in the beginning of the show, bro, it's all about a record-breaking deal. That doesn't happen quickly. These kind of things take time and patience, and that's what we need to be as well. Us panicking and arguing, and I've seen Anfield Agenda before I come on, people having a go at him for lying and all that stuff. They were calling him, and I said, "Wow, is this how we are?" Like, you know what I mean? When we want to deliver good news, we're shouting at other people.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Like for me, any news that comes out in this world, you got to take it with a pinch of salt. Unless it's from an official guy, like even these Ornsteins and all these type of guys, bro, they're just going with what they think and maybe what they're being told by certain members of the world and stuff. So for me, they're just glorified content creators on YouTube in a weird sort of way. So, but they're doing it on a top level. Yeah, they'll get some top news, don't get me wrong, but they're in that same boat of making money. And what's going to make money? News. Speculation is a money maker.
Spot on, JK. Thinking about it this way, did you ever think to yourself, maybe Liverpool's involved as well? Like maybe they're getting something out of it with these reporters and all that stuff, giving them news and all that stuff, and prolonging the transfer at the same time as well. It's a business at the end of the day, guys. I mean, so things like this take time because it has to be good for all parties, which is the two clubs and the news surrounding it as well. If you know what I mean, we're refreshing every single time. It's like the Fekir deal. You guys remember Fekir back in the day? We kept on refreshing. Is he here yet? Is he here yet?
Yeah.
And that's how we was. We was panicking, and it's happening again, unfortunately. But just give it a few days, guys. Just give it a few days. I think it will be more clearer in a few days, in my opinion, anyway.
Yeah, I've been chilled. As soon as this news broke, I smiled. I thought, you know what? I reckon we'll get this guy. But I've been chilled throughout because every day I just like logically thought he's with Germany, 2 big games in the Euro Nations, in Germany as well. It was played in Stuttgart and in Munich, you know what I mean? And so it was weird. I was at Stuttgart Stadium. I drove past it the other week. And it's mad that Wirtz was playing there. I would have gone if I was there. I would have definitely gone and watched that game today.
Yeah.
I probably would have shouted at him. Tell me for 12 man and Fozi and Brian and that. I could put it on their show. Are you coming?
Exclusive.
You know what I mean? But for me, it's just like them 2 international games has sort of slowed down this deal. And Nagelsmann, in an interview, didn't look too sort of excited. Like for me, he's a German guy. As German manager, he wants him to play for a German club.
I don't think so. I
just think he'd Bayern Munich.
Not Bayern Munich. 100% not Bayern Munich, because of like he managed them before and he got treated pretty badly for Bayern Munich. I think he even advised him Liverpool is a good option as well. When the transfer actually came along, he actually advised him Liverpool's a good option for him. So I think it's more heading towards Liverpool than.
Yeah, but for me, the German guys like that, Plattenberg and all these type of guys, them guys don't want him to come to Liverpool. They want him to go to Bayern Munich, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. But I think Nagelsmann is more towards Liverpool than him, to be fair, bro.
Well, quick, you was on about the reason why Wirtz might have chosen us is because look, he's 22 now. Say 5 years ago, he would have been 16, 17. He would have been watching football on TV, finding out like Klopp what he's getting up to at Liverpool. And it was like, wow, you know what I mean? He was a kid. He was a teenager. So he would have been in them years a teenager, bro. Hence why he might have made that decision. That's what I think.
Then again, you've got to look at it from a point of view of Michael Edwards, who said, like, I've been watching this kid in the youth and all that stuff since 2020. So he said, I was interested in him since 2020. So 5 years ago, he knew about him, like his talents coming through and all that stuff. So think about it this way, bro. Don't we think like Michael Edwards, played a big part in this as well? Think about it this way. I said it on Uncle Rod's show the other day, actually, when Cal was there. Something for once Cal didn't know. It was when I said, think about it this way, guys. Yeah, Liverpool played by Leverkusen last season, right? In the Champions League. You guys remember?
Yeah.
What did we do for them? We let them use the AXA training ground, right?
Training ground, yeah.
So when you're showing a player what we've got in our football club, the surroundings and all that stuff, and then he goes to Bayern Munich and looks at their training ground and all the stuff they have around that, and he criticizes it and say Liverpool have a better is it infrastructure? The actual thing around the club. So when he said that, that played a big part. So that's Liverpool. Sometimes like you think like they don't know what they're doing, but they knew what they were doing, bro. They let them use the facilities at AXA training ground, like state-of-the-art training ground and all that stuff. And they see the youth, from under 9s all the way to the senior team, one pitch after another next to each other. And the way, the whole area, what it's all about, it's not like any other club. You know what I mean? And I think that played a big part. If you're looking for players, man, you got to do anything in it. You got to do anything to get them, and that's what Liverpool Football Club did, and that's impressive in my opinion. Part of the deal to get this player through the door, because how is a German player rejecting Bayern Munich for Liverpool? That can never happen.
Never happen. I know that, bro. You know what I mean? Over the years, I've seen so many big players go to Bayern Munich, and from Dortmund as well. You know what I mean? A lot of players from there. So it's a mad coup. It's a mad coup.
100%. Gene says, Fozi and everyone, what's up, everyone? View on Nico Williams. Would he work in our squad? I only seen him in the Euros, Gene. He's all right. I mean, I'm not going to go overboard for a player that's all right. I mean, I don't know what he can do at Liverpool. I can never judge a player. I've always said it, until they're at Liverpool Football Club. If you prejudge on players, you might miss out. Remember, Gene, when Mane came to Liverpool, I remember a lot of Liverpool fans saying, him? Nah. He's from Southampton. And all of a sudden he plays for Liverpool. Wow. You know what I mean? And then you got Salah. Oh, he felt at Chelsea. Then he played for Liverpool. Different story. So I don't know. I like what I see, but is he going to be a great Liverpool player? We have to see if Liverpool go for him. Listen, all I can say, I like what I see, Gene. I'm not over the top towards him, thinking, bring him in here, and all that stuff. There's this kid that plays for Dortmund, JK. I don't know his name. He played today. The mixed race, but the quick one on the right side. He earned the penalty. Yeah, I like him. I really like him, man.
He's a mixed race,
isn't he?
No, he's English. Gittins.
No, the one who played for Germany, the guy with the afro.
Oh, what's his name? Ahmed.
Adeyemi. Adeyemi. Yeah.
I liked him, I watched him in the Champions League a few seasons ago, and I watched him in the German league when they were competing, I think, along those lines. I rate him, He's very good, very quick, and under the right environment, I think he could shine. If you know what I mean. If you can't get the likes of Rodrigo, who I like the most, he should be the next one we should be looking at, because he could play on the left, guys. Yeah, and he gives me that Mane vibes, with his power and pace. If you know what I mean. All you have to do is kick the ball in front of him. He could run at pace anybody. You saw him today against Paris. Sorry, against France. He just ran past everybody as soon as he kicked the ball forward. So, yeah, I think Liverpool should be looking at him as well as a left winger, if they're looking to let go of Diaz or someone like that. I don't know what you guys think about him. It's up to you, though. And the chat, of course. I'm more for him than, obviously, Nico Williams, I say.
Adeyemi, I'm not sure, to be honest. He plays hot and cold. That's the problem. I think his pace is great. But his technical ability is a lot to be decided. I'll take Nico Williams over him, in my opinion. Nico has more to his game than Adeyemi, if I'm honest.
Okay. What about you, JK?
Yeah. I agree with Nancy. He's a good little player, though, the guy from Dortmund. Probably move on to a bigger club, see what happens. But good player.
I like him.
Germany.
Really like him. I think it'll be cheaper as well. You know what I mean? It's not gonna
Yeah,
It's not gonna be a record-breaking, transfer. But as I said, under the right environment, I think this player can actually perform high, in a high level. When the pressure is off you, and you're a young player in a team, you shine more because the players around you have a higher quality than you in it. So not many people will focus on you on the pitch, if you know what I mean, guys. So this is why I'll say he will do better at Liverpool, in my opinion. 100%, man. Nico Williams, I think, will be a lot of money, and I don't know if he could handle a lot of stuff as well. Yeah, so let me just get to the comments, and I'm gonna be off ski very, very soon. Let me see what's going on. We are getting let's see what Ravi is saying here. Ravi, big up, bro. We are getting Wirtz. It's just taking longer than expected. 100%, bro. That's what it's all about. It's a big transfer, big fee. Of course, it's going to take a long time. I don't know why people are panicking, man. Let's move on from things like that. Let's be more patient. And as we are as a fan base, as always, I think Liverpool fans are the most patient fans in world football, in my opinion. So let's be that. This time we need to be like this, I'm saying. JK, my guy, I've missed you. I pray all is well with you and yours. Yeah.
Thank you, Gene. Yeah, everything's great. Hope you are as well. Missed you as well. Did you get down to the parade? Like me and Nante met up and that. We went down. We were meant to meet Fozi as well.
Yeah.
Let us know if you went as well. Hope you're well. Good to see you.
Cameron says, hi, mate. Florian Plattenberg's on Sky said it's done. The rejected bid was last week. We have a bid of 142 million. I didn't know that. Wow.
Euro, yeah.
I'm assuming
it's euros. It's not definitely not pounds. Yeah, we're not bidding that much for Wirtz. Yeah, and I wouldn't want us to.
Like for me, I don't really care right now about the fee. I just want it to get wrapped up in that. But if we end up paying extra and then we don't go for a certain extra guy, if we can get money saved on this deal, it could maybe get us a DM, bro. That's my number one priority. This Wirtz one is I wouldn't say it's a priority, That's the weirdness of this signing. Who saw this one coming? No one. Same as the Spotlight deal, bro. Same as Spotlight. No one knew. Bang, we got by 60 odd million. Wirtz is the same.
100%. What's Scotch Bear saying? Fozi, Jamie Phillips, Kopish, Uncle Rod's, Sam ends. Fozi, these guys don't want to hog the limelight. They want to share it. Great community. Yeah, 100%, bro. I know all of them, and I know Kopish guys. Obviously, we've done some few messages in some groups that we're in, but I've never done any streams with them. So it was good to see, obviously, Cal on Uncle Rod's channel. I've never seen Uncle Rod smile so much, man. He loved the show. He looked like as well. So we're bringing joy to Uncle Rod's. We'll do it every week, man. No problem.
Uncle Rod's face was smiling like a Cheshire cat.
He doesn't take the smile off his face, man.
Yeah, man, he's got the big dog. One of the big dogs in the building.
Happy, bro. Happy, smiling. Give up good vibes, man.
He deserves it, man. Lovely guy, man. Deserves it, man. Deserves everything, man. Nakib says, I'm confused now. We do now. Do we have the new bid, or are we still talking about the last bid that was rejected, which is old news? No, it's just what we heard in the news recently, innit? That's what I'm sharing with you. It says it's rejected. But there's a new bid, obviously, that's come along, and we'll see. We're going to hear it. Apparently, the next thing we're going to hear, from what I've heard, is here we go. So we wait for that.
Yeah, I believe this bid now will be received, whatever it is. It's going to be high anyway, and it should be getting done. But these mans are all waiting. See all these Arsenal, Man United, Man City, Bayern Munich fans waiting for this deal to collapse.
Oh, Jota. Oof.
big time. They're just waiting like vultures. Like it's, you know, I've never got jealous of Man City spending power. United, Chelsea's. I just thought we're a club like Liverpool. We're so big, we should spend. You know, that's the only thing. I'm not looking at them thinking, I wish we got him and wish we had that money now.
No, but the thing what you need to understand, JK, is the animosity towards Liverpool Football Club. You know, we've got so many enemies around the world. You know what I mean? So Liverpool's success is the downfall of the rest, innit? And you know, normally people think like everybody looks up to the likes of Man United to fall down. No, it's always been Liverpool Football Club. It's always been Liverpool.
Have you noticed that? I think if we were United right now, it would have been non-stop piss take from every angle. Liverpool fallen, they're finishing 17th, lost to Tottenham in the Europa League final. It would have been non-stop, bro. So we won the league. You know what I mean? Good times, man.
It's time to spend, man.
Money.
Down.
I know we can't use the real song, but we'll do it.
Nah, that beat is just so off.
That's pretty bad. No.
I can't do it. I can't do the other one. I mean,
yeah, I know. No, I'm just saying, it's not your fault. But it's all right. It's not your fault.
It's all good. Listen to Scottish Bear people, please. Like, obviously, for the algorithm and all that stuff, it pushes up the stream. Big up, guys. Big up, obviously, Mr. N90. Please go subscribe.
Yeah, big up N90.
This kid, he's amazing. I'm telling you guys, you're missing out on his channel as well. So he'll be on here very soon. So yeah, go on, subscribe to him, please. Yeah, Scottish Bear, man. I can't believe Scottish Bear goes to other channels and tells them about me. And Ravi does that. All these guys do that as well, man. It's crazy, man.
Bless them.
Yeah, man. Let me just go down to the comments. What did it say? VVD made the same amount. What are we talking about? Made the same amount.
Maybe mistakes at Robertson. I think it was around that time.
Robertson. Big up JK for that. Oh, yeah. I know what you're saying, bro. But it's VVD at the end of the day, innit? But he makes up for it with other stuff. And are we forgetting that VVD was the second best player in the Premier League last season to Salah? I mean, that says it all. There you go. So we've got to, VVD, just let him off. But Robbo, yeah, I feel bad for him. That's all I'm saying. You never walk alone. I'm not. People think I hate him. I don't. I really don't. I love Robertson. It's just he needs to go before it gets out of hand. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Because I know our fans, they will turn on him, man. That's what we do. When players don't play well, you're going to get Robertson hatred everywhere, and then personal messages to him like Henderson. Remember Henderson? Look, he was a captain. He was getting personal messages on his DMs.
Yeah,
come on, man.
That's a section of the fan base, bro. But even there's enough content creators take the piss out of our players. You don't do that.
Man, relax with that. We'll have to relax.
Yeah, man. We were.
Respect, man.
So Plattenberg is reporting an old bid from last week. I'm so lost. I can't lie. I don't know, bro, because it all came out today, some of it. I don't know if you guys seen it. It came out today. Something's been rejected.
Yeah, seen that. 130 million.
I just showed them today. Actually, I showed you guys what I saw on Twitter. So yeah, but Fabrizio Romano is saying it in the other direction. He's saying like it's coming. Just relax. People are panicking everywhere. I agree with the JKA. Robo engine has gone. He knows it. He's nervous. He's mentally has changed. So his mentality has changed. I don't think he's nervous or anything, bro.
No, I disagree with that.
I just think the legs are gone, man. I mean, I wish people like if you play football, you'll understand what I'm saying. I played football, yeah. I knew. Listen, I used to be a quick player. I could take on people. I could do things that not many people can do with the ball, with tricks and that stuff. There was a time I realized I couldn't do it anymore. I said, "What the hell's happened to me? Like, this is not me." I swear, it happened. It can happen to you just like that, out of the blue. Your skills and everything just don't agree with your legs anymore. And that's what's happened to Robertson. You can't blame anyone. That's why I keep telling people. You can't blame the fans. You can't blame anyone outside Robertson because he chose this. He wanted to play every game. He didn't want to rest. We bought Simicast for him to, give him a rest now and again. He didn't want that. He told Jurgen, I want to play every game. And he played every game. And now look at him. Not the same player that we've seen down the years. And we can't be sentimental, man. We can't be. Because number one, it could ruin him. And number two, it could ruin, obviously, our chances of winning things as well. We have players that can't do what they used to do anymore. The guy done one, what was it? Once he set up one goal this season. That's not Robertson that we know. Robertson that we know sets up the strikers every game almost. So take care of him, man. Take care of the guy. Don't be selfish for selfish reasons. You want to keep leadership. We've got enough leaderships. Everything goes. It never stays in one place. Everything goes. Henderson left. Wijnaldum left. Leaders. Fabinho left. Leader. Firmino left. Leader. What happened? We replaced them with other leaders. So it happens. That's life. You just got to move. If you want a success after success after success, you got to move on. Look at Man United. How was Ferguson successful? He moved on. Cantona moved on. Beckham moved on. Scholes moved on. Giggs moved. Everybody moves on. That's how it is. That's how it is, guys. If you want to maintain, you got to refresh. If you don't refresh, then you're going to be stuck. And it's not always about, keep him in the team because he's good in the changing room. It's not all about that. The guy does not want to be on the bench. He wants to play every game. And you heard him in the international football the other day. He's ready for KERKEZ, he's saying. Yeah, man.
Well, for me, if we move on Simicast and it's Robertson and KERKEZ left back, I'll take that.
Well, the thing is, Robertson doesn't want to sit on the bench, though, JK.
Well, he'll have to.
There you go.
And he'll play probably league. Look, there's going to be games in the Premier League where Robertson can come in. You know what I mean? It's nothing to do with that. We're playing at home against, say, Leicester. Not Leicester. Who came up? Sunderland. We're playing Sunderland. I took in Robertson. You know what I mean? Common sense sort of moves like that.
I'm sure you watched Man United in Leicester. I forgot about Giggs. I don't say Giggs. I think it lasted bloody Fergie, didn't he? If you look at Man United's success, yeah, Cantona moved on. Who did they bring in? Someone else, right? York, Cole. Yeah, who used with the strikers? York, Cole.
He was a master of that. Fergie was the master of that.
Yeah. So what happened after that? Beckham moved on. Ronaldo came in. This is what I'm saying. This is how it is. Chelsea's left. Beckham came in. So this is what happens in football, guys. You can't keep the same players. I wish we can keep John Barnes at his best right now, and Kenny Dalglish and Steven Gerrard. But we can't do that because they get old. They have to move. That's how it is. We're too sentimental, man. Move away from things like this. We have to move, man. Otherwise, we're gonna be stuck. I keep telling people, man, like, I want to be successful. I'm here for trophies. I don't know about you two, but I'm here for trophies. I want my club to win trophies. I want my club to be the best in the world of football. That's what I want my club to be. I don't want to be a number. I mean, and be as like these teams like Tottenham and all that stuff. Because that's how we're gonna end up. If we're gonna keep players way over their time at Liverpool. You gotta move, guys. You gotta move quick, man. Otherwise, you're gonna be stuck. And I don't want to do that, man. And Knight says Robbo, I think he's still got time in the squad. He needs to be a rotational player now. It's him, bro. He just doesn't want it. I'll keep telling you guys that. You heard him the other day. He's ready for KERKEZ, he's saying. So we're waiting. If Slot thinks he has 2 more years, I'm good. Yeah, listen, it's up to Slot. I mean, at the end of the day. But me, I'd rather he's gone. That's how I am, man. Robbo would be a good backup. I don't think Robbo wants to be backup, Scottish Bear. That's what I keep telling you guys. I don't think people are listening to what I'm saying. I know Robbo. I've seen him a lot of times. He just wants to play football non-stop. And, that could disrupt the squad in the long term if we keep an unsettled player in the squad. You can't do that, man. I love the guy, but people, man, I wish you guys can think straight. People, you can't keep old players. They got to go. They got to we've got to move on. Next generation. I'm all about that. I'm sorry to tell you two. I know you guys want to keep him, Janarte.
No. I'm not.
I'm not like that. I'm not like that.
I'm not like adamant that he stays on that. You know what I mean, bro? Like, if he moved on now.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
I'm gonna say big up.
Let me ask you both of you a question, yeah, and the chat as well. If you guys want to bring it up, I'm going to read all the chats. Don't worry about that. I'm going to ask you guys a question, yeah. Say you say he let him stay, and he's going to be a rotational squad member. The season starts, and he says to the boss, "Nope, I want to play every game." How would you feel?
Fair play, but it's up to the manager. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, of course, I want to see that in the player. Like, yeah, you know what? I want to play.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, if KERKEZ is coming in,
mm-hmm.
he will be the starting left back for me.
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer. Yeah.
There you go. Okay. What about you, Nalante? If he refuses to sit on the bench, what would you guys do?
Well, I don't think. I mean, Fozi.
And then he gets criticized by the fan base. What would you guys do?
He already has.
We know that's not going to happen. He's not going to refuse. Robbo's not that type of player to refuse.
He's done it already, bro.
When, Fozi? Come on. When, Fozi?
Bro.
When? He never. Where does Robbo said I don't want to play? Refuse. Come on,
they didn't buy Tsimikas just to sit on the bench, bro. They bought him to back him up, to give him more rest, and he refused.
Yeah. No, Robbo wouldn't refuse. Come on, Fozi. You think he just went to the manager? He can dictate and say,
bro,
you know, I don't want to come on, Fozi, man. You're no. Fozi. No, Fozi, come on. No, Robbo can't demand. He's not going to demand. He's not going to demand. Every player wants to play, Fozi.
Fozi's he can't believe it.
Mate,
listen, I just can't believe it.
No, I can't believe what you're saying. You actually say Robbo went to Klopp and demanded.
Am I wrong in saying like he's overplayed in his career? Am I wrong in saying that?
Well, we could say a lot of players have overplayed in the career.
Look at his performances, Nalante, bro.
But Fozi, come on.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, people need to like wake up. You know what I mean? I think everybody needs to wake up here. I think we're too sentimental, mate. That's what people used to
No, it's not about sentimental. It's nothing to do with sentimental.
Respectful. I wouldn't use the word sentimental. We're a bit different.
Exactly.
Yeah. We're just respectful.
You're just on the ride of Robbo. He's not good enough in your opinion. That's fine.
No, it's
no
not,
problem.
No, it's not. What do you mean? No, I didn't say that. I said his time is up like Firmino. Firmino already knew his legs ain't gonna take him like he used to anymore.
Yeah, but no one. Yeah, but Fozi, you're saying, yeah, I understand that, but you're saying that going on that people saying Robbo should start. No one in the chat, no one has said Robbo should start. People were saying he should be rotation. That's not a problem.
Forget about
that. What is the problem with that?
He wants to be starting, my friend.
Well, no, but Fozi, every player wants to start. That's not the point. Every player wants to start. No player is going to want to start. So what? I don't understand what him saying he wants to start.
It's not making sense here, bro. Let me say something to you. He's going to be disrupting the squad if he doesn't play. What are you going to do?
Oh my God, Fozi, come on, man. He's going to be disrupting the squad to play. Come on, Fozi.
Question. What would you do if he's disruptive? What are you going to do?
He's not going to be disruptive. Then, all right, Salah's going to be disruptive then if he doesn't play 2-3 games. Fozi, what are we doing here? He's going to be disruptive.
He doesn't want to sit on the bench, my friend. I keep telling you.
No, but Fozi, you keep saying this. Everyone wants to sit on the bench. Who wants to sit on the bench? What football player wants to sit on the bench? So how can you tell me that he's going to be disruptive now?
You want him to start games then over KERKEZ?
He can start some games. We've already said rotation. I've got no problem with him starting certain games this season. But you're making it. You're going on the fact that he'll be disrupted. He'll be this. I don't know where you're getting this from.
Person, bro. He's a very.
How do you know, Fozi? How do you know he's that type of person?
I've seen him do that down the years. He does not want to be on the bench.
All right, Fozi. All right. So he's a disruptive player. I don't know how you bait that up.
He isn't disruptive. I wouldn't say that. He is probably a stubborn guy. I'm not saying he is, but he could be and saying, you know what?
Good in a way,
I want to play every player.
He's not in that position to be there anymore, JK. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. He's not in the position to be like that anymore. So he needs to decide in his career right now if he wants to be a bench player or starter. So if he's acceptance of being on the bench, I'm all good with that. But I've seen this before.
Okay.
I mean, we've wasted Tsimikas all these years sitting on the bench. I mean, when Tsimikas was playing well, remember, like when he first came to Liverpool, he was playing well. And then as soon as Robertson becomes fit again, Tsimikas is on the bench again for about 20 games. You know what I mean, this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. I don't want to go through things like that. He needs to decide if he's going to sit on the bench or start a game, like be a starter. So if he says to the manager, I want to start every game, I don't want to be second choice to KERKEZ, what would you guys say?
Cool for the battle cry, but for me personally, I think Robbo's time as starting left back is done. But I'm going to show respect in that way. I will give him another year to help KERKEZ become a better player. That's how I would say it. I'm leaving it like that.
So if he's,
but
if he
for
wants
me,
to
I could
start,
see it in him where he could turn around and say, you know what, I've been here long enough to know that I'm fucking still good enough. You know what I mean? We don't know what the hell goes on behind the scenes, man. In that way, so we but I can understand it what you're trying to say in that way of that. But for me, I don't think Robertson's the type of guy to disrupt Liverpool Football Club because of his personal sort of goals and stuff like that. He's gonna crack on with it. And he's a good guy. He's a fighter.
As I said, he's a stubborn guy. I keep telling you guys, like, he's a stubborn guy, man, and that's what worries me. You know what I mean, for him, and you know, if he thinks that he's gonna stay here starting every game, then we've got a problem. I mean, on our
Was
hands.
he? Where is this quote with Robbo saying he's starting? Show me the quote.
I see it. Listen, if you watch Liverpool long enough, you can see a guy that's.
Yeah, but Fozi, you're talking about watching it's not about watching longer Liverpool long enough, because I don't like that terminology. Like, we've all watched it, that doesn't matter. But where again, we're quote that you telling me that he's been stubborn. He's never said that. Salah's been poor. Salah's been poor last season at times.
Salah is always going to score a goal no matter what. That's why he stays.
But sometimes he doesn't score. Sometimes he's had about 5-6 games, but he never gets dropped. I mean,
the difference between listen, like I said to you guys, the difference between me and many people, I don't hold on to things. I move on. That's how I am. Dara, you could say whatever you want on the actual chat. I'm not. This is how I've been. I've always been like this. I'm not all about player FC. I'm here for the good of Liverpool, if you know what I mean. I don't want to criticize players when they don't play well or anything like that, and then say to you guys, I told you so, I told you so. I don't want to do that. There's a time players have their time at Liverpool Football Club. And that's what I was talking about, Robbo, the way I was talking about him. I don't want to see...
Dara said Robbo should have been sold 2 years ago.
I did say, huh?
Dara said Robbo should have been sold 2 years ago.
Oh, I think he said something else to me, but I could see it. And as I said earlier, guys, I don't want one day someone having a go at Robertson, because I love him too much for people to have a go at him. You know what I mean? So let him go when the time is right. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
It's already died last season. Yeah, I've heard enough guys moaning about Robertson. You know what I mean? I've heard it.
There you go.
I've heard it. That's why, and I'm a very type of guy where I show the respect to the players and stuff. But I've seen mistakes in Robertson this season, because of the slowdown in pace in his own personal game. 100 miles per hour to a stroll most of the game.
I feel bad
That's
for
what
him.
we did.
I feel bad.
It was bad for him.
That's the whole point I'm making. I feel bad for him because I don't want to see that anymore. I don't want to see a shadow of the player that used to be one of the best left back in world football. World football. Forget the Premier League. World football. That's how much I rated him. I still rate him, but you know, I've realized there's times you just got to be, you got to be, gracious in defeating life. You know what I mean? Everybody has their time. Let the guy go at the right time. Why was Liverpool successful? And Dara can attest for me. Why was Liverpool successful in the 70s and 80s? Because they move on from players. They always did it. 28, 29. What did they do? They sold them. They brought the next patch in. When they learn under them. You know what I mean? That's what you got to do. When they have a resale value, you get rid of them. You can't keep holding on to players. As soon as we started holding on to the players in the 90s, that's when Liverpool started decreasing. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys, man. Like,
so are you saying we get KERKEZ in, for example, you would rather keep Tsimikas than Robertson as the number 2?
Tsimikas can stay if he wants, you know what I mean? But I want KERKEZ just to start majority of the games, right?
Yeah.
But,
For me, I want KERKEZ.
I don't mind Tsimikas.
Yeah.
I don't have any issues with Tsimikas because he's 29, I think, something like that. So he's still got time on his side, and I mean, he doesn't mind being a backup to someone. If you know what I'm saying, that's the difference. So, like I said, 2 Premier League titles, Champions League, Super Cup, World Cup, FA Cup, and League Cup. That's a lot of trophies for one player. So he's done it all. There's no regrets. Just gotta move, man. That's life. I mean, you can't hold on to things every time. Just how life is. You just move on. And that's what I keep telling you guys. This is why Liverpool have not moved on down the years, because we're too much holding on to players who are, who's supposed to move like 2 years ago, like Dara said, you just said. That's how it is. I wish you guys can see that. I'm here for Liverpool to be the greatest team that ever existed again. I'm not here to be looking back every time. Once
I'm ready to just have some hot tonight, bro.
There you go. Everybody has a.
I'm ready. Forget Robertson. I'm ready to smash tonight, man.
Let me go to the chat before. Yeah, smash the likes, man. I'm not moaning, guys. I'm just trying to give you guys like how you could maintain success continuously. You rotate, so you just go. You just go again and again and again and again and again. That's how life is, bro. Not holding on to things that's not gonna do it anymore, man. I don't understand where people are holding on to things like that. KERKEZ is the next generation. Let's move on to that. I love Robbo. I'm always gonna miss him. Just like Firmino, just like Ronaldo, just like Mane, just like Fabinho. I'm always gonna miss them. Gerrard's, you know what I mean? All these guys. But you gotta go, man. You gotta go. I remember one stage in life when Gerrard was coming to the end of his career at Liverpool Football Club. What did the fan base say? What we're gonna do without Gerrard? We're gonna be finished now. Jurgen came in, and what happened? Change gets you success. There you go, man. It happens, man. You got read chat. Sorry about that. Sorry, we're just chatting. Obviously, is that we're going back and forth, man. But listen, it's all love at the end of the day with Nalante and JK. Don't think like we've got animosity here, man. Everybody has their own way of of a football club. I've got my own way. Nalante has his way, and JK has his way. That's how it is. Zero issues with Robbo because KERKEZ is coming in. Firmino was the backup. So Firmino was the backup in his last 2 seasons. Yeah. Okay. If you want it that way, it's no problem for me, man. We need Robbo for his experience, but not as our first team player. We can't get rid of all our experience in one go. We need to build and grow. Okay. Listen, it's each to their own, innit? It's each to their own. Like, I love the disagreement towards me as well. You don't have to agree with me. That's how there's something back and forth like this. I like because if we just agree with the same thing every single time, we can't be robotic. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Please like, share, and subscribe, everybody. Hope you're enjoying the show. It's not normally like this, but about time me and Alante and JK, discussed our own opinions. I like it. How you doing? You never walk alone. Big up, never walk alone. He's in the house. What are you saying? You never walk alone. The way of 30 years. It's why Arsenal fans are losing their minds. Yeah, that's how it is, bro. I've been here the 30 years. If you know what I mean. I've sat through like Joe. So I was born in Bob Paisley, Joe Fagan, Kenny Dalglish, Graham Souness, Roy Evans, Gerard Houllier, Rafa Benitez, and Roy Hodgson, and Brendan Rodgers, Jurgen, and Arne Slot. That's the managers I've been through since I was alive. So, I've been through them all. I mean, and I don't want to go back to that 30 years, man. It scarred me, man. It put me through shit, man, in my life.
You think about it now, that's a long fucking time, man.
Mate,
that's a long time, man.
46.
Wow.
What do you expect, man? I'm 46 years old, guys, right?
Gee, that's mad.
My childhood, I didn't enjoy it because I wasn't successful anymore. Only when I was a baby, but after that, yeah.
Speak for yourself. I'm 21. Speak for yourself. I'm 21.
I'm
young.
There's dream for you, Nalante. There you go,
Yeah,
bro.
big up Jane Grey. Big up Jane Grey. Blessings.
All good. Can't wait for next season. Yeah. There you go, guys. I'm reading the comments like we said we're going to read, man. Don't worry about that.
Let's go through them.
Yeah, let's go through them. Obviously, we're going to reply to you as well if we can. If you want us to reply to that, great to see so many Liverpool fans now with their chest. Not quite like the 80s, but we are getting there. Yeah, the 80s was special, bro. Some of the players we had, I wish people see them. You know what I mean? I wish people seen them. Sorry, Peter Paisley's and Ronnie Whelan's, Steve McMahon's,
Ray Houghton.
Ray Houghton's my favorite, man. I love that little busy player in the right wing. You know what I mean? He was like an inside right forward.
Yeah, he was when he cut off from the right.
Although always in the box, Fox in the box, John Barnes crosses. John Barnes was David Beckham before David Beckham. You know what I mean? So and Ryan Giggs before Ryan Giggs. So you had John Barnes. Yeah. He was both players, David Beckham and Ryan Giggs, and pace as well.
So John Barnes has got Brazilian blood in him.
Ooh, someone took Brazil, man. Nakib says, yeah, but apparently someone in chat said the report of bid being rejected was the old bid from last week, and that we sent a new one for 140M, and that's agreed. That is agreed.
That's probably about right.
Yeah, I think people get confused.
Make a bit.
Yeah.
It's just coming and going, you know what I mean? And so many people are putting out news out there.
We know. Listen, more or less is agreed. What we know, you know what I mean? I'm only giving you guys what was said around the social media. Rejection. But Essex Red says, I am hearing the magic number will be 142 million euros. Sorry, JK, for just interrupting there, bro. Carry on.
No. I think like any business deal, it comes and goes. It takes a few days, week maybe, whatever. You ain't gonna buy the house you first see and pay the full price. You'll say, hey, can you knock 5-10 grand off? You know what I mean?
It's impossible, bro. Possible. Listen, guys, I'm enjoying the show, by the way. It's a great show so far, man. Thanks for coming through. Yeah. We're not going to agree with everything, man.
No, bro. Like for me, we like with football players, like we're gonna like with. I ain't getting sentimental about Robertson and that, and I totally agree with you. I don't want him to stay forever and then end up getting all the fan base going against him after what he's done for us. 100% agree with that. So, but for me, I want to respect him and not say he's a donkey and shit.
And get lost. I'm not all about that, man. If you know me long enough, man, listen. I love this club so much, yeah. I went in the summer, I spent $8 grand to watch them around USA. That's how much I love this club. So nobody can ever question my love for this club. You know what I mean? And I came back from the USA. 2 days later, I drove from London to Liverpool to go and watch Liverpool and Seville. You know what I mean? Come on. If that doesn't show you how much I love this club, I don't know what will, you know what I mean? So listen, it is what it is. I'm even trying to get a season ticket. I've been bidding for all these years. That's how much I go, man. I'm not an armchair fan. I actually go to games on watch. I watch players thoroughly. You know, like if you go to a stadium, it's different when you watch it on TV because in the stadium, you could see the way the players are playing on the pitch. You could just watch them one by one.
Yeah, it's different.
It's different.
Different feeling.
Yeah,
and you know what? The people I met at the parade were genuine lovers of Liverpool Football Club in just their mannerisms, the way they talked. The way they talked about Liverpool, you know what I mean, bro? I met so many people from Ireland, America, and they were there because they love Liverpool Football Club.
There you go, bro.
Worldwide institution.
There's nothing like Liverpool Football Club. Let's just put it that way, man.
Just on a note off Liverpool, I can't stand Ronaldo. I can't stand Ronaldo.
Which one? Oh, Cristiano
Ronaldo. No, because they're doing Portugal, Spain, Nations Leagues. Portugal won it.
Yeah, on pens,
yeah. Anyone think they won cup?
At his age, he's 40, isn't he? Like, why are you still?
Yeah, but you know, it's power control, isn't it? He doesn't the play Golden Boy. He's a legend. No, Robertson. Let's not go there.
I want to play.
Let's not go there. Okay, listen, mate. Him, yeah. Leave Robertson alone, mate. I tell you, Robertson attacked tonight. But anyway. He's just flipping out, going on like he's won the World Cup, and I just can't stand him. Anyway, sorry. Back to the chats.
No, their manager's worse. Yeah, the manager of Portugal.
Martinez, Pepe.
How is this guy getting football jobs? I don't understand. Someone explain that to me, man. Come on. Belgium.
That's
and
what
then
happens.
Portugal.
This is football
Pep,
today.
Apparently, he plays like Pep in it, so that's why.
No, Pepe.
He's
Oh,
like Pep. What boring? I used to
they
like
like
Pep's
attacking football.
do me a favor. Can you just pick out the best comments that you want? Because I want to each person. I want to get the comments from them. If you can, I'll read Daryl's one. And
Sure.
look at the comments. What one you guys like?
We'll go with Daryl's. Best of Daryl. I hope you full
Make
man.
sure we do everybody there. Yeah, please, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Deal's not happening. Waste of 2 weeks.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh man, this chat, this
That's a lie there. That's a lie there. Come on.
The most important thing is, guys, nobody's won. I mean, how did they win? Nobody's won. So everybody's level. That's how I see it. I mean, so we're all good. We're all good. Don't worry about that, guys. We're not gonna like close this stream and say we're never gonna work together anymore. We're all good. We're all good. Nobody's won. Nobody's won. Nolante doesn't hate me, and I don't hate Nolante. So
this is discussion bait. JK's defense setter. He doesn't want to go the way.
JK's in the middle, man. JK's in the middle. Yeah.
I could be you guys separated.
Let me have him, man. Let me...
I should have.
I need to do a
That's what happens, man. Oh,
that's your song when you walk into the ring.
I was actually watching that yesterday, actually.
Yeah?
And I came on and I thought of the stream.
I'm gonna watch that again today.
I was watching yesterday. The exes put the other. I was like, oh, let me do a stream. Where's Fozi? Where's Fozi at? So close.
Oh man,
Come on.
What
Come
a
on.
tune.
Come on.
Deal's not happening. A waste of 2 weeks. Deal's happening. Deal's happening, mate. Deal's happening. I'll text you when we get the deal, man. Don't worry, man. You'll be the first one to know on LRFC. You get the special text.
That's what I know. Like, Fozi be like, JK, I'm not telling anyone, but Daryl, no, I got to text Daryl. Daryl, go on, all right. Where was
you know, the dams, you know what I mean? I think football slot will play next season. Top players will be begging to join us. Oh yeah, listen, we can't compare the football that we played last season to next season because I think it's going to be completely different. I think we're going to be more possession based and rather than, you know, just counter attacks and all that stuff and lose the ball a lot. I think we're going to be more cautious in our game next season. And that's why we're bringing in players that's good with the ball rather than players that lose the ball a lot, if you know what I mean. So if you look at Frimpong, he's good at dribbling with the ball, innit? And he's always passing the ball off at the right times. And he very rarely loses the ball. Very rare. He does lose the ball on very rare occasions. You look at KERKEZ. You saw him for Bournemouth last season, up and down that wing, and you know he loves putting crosses in dangerous areas as well. So, and you know what I like about the 2 fullbacks compared to the other 2 fullbacks is like they love the 1-2s. So pass and go quick. You know what I mean? And then you could just put the ball on their run, and then just obviously crosses it in first time by the byline. And we're going to get more of that next season. And the most special thing is for the strike force, you know, like Salah's and Gakpo's or Diaz, whoever's going to be on the left, they're gonna cut in more. And they're going to have more space than they had ever before, in my opinion, because these two are overlappers. They're not, you know, coming inside. They're going to be overlapping them. So, yeah, man, expect us to be more position-based and exciting team to watch next season. 100%, man. 100%. I'm looking forward to it because if you look at last season, the issue that we had is the first teamers came at the end of the preseason, which is only 1 game, you know, of preseason, and then you know you go straight to the season, into the season. They didn't have enough preparations together. They didn't know how to play this slot kind of football. So Slot just said, you know what, let's just like go for it. Be more cautious when in the beginning of the season. Try to get as much as points as possible. Make sure you're away from the second place, like 10 points or something like that, which we have been in the majority of the season. And then what happened next? You know, we got away from Arsenal. They couldn't catch us anymore. Same as the season we won the league. Do you remember, guys? We started off like a rocket, and Man City couldn't catch us anymore. They gave up, and they concentrated on the Champions League and all that stuff. So the only time I worry about Liverpool when they challenge for titles is when it's head-to-head. That's when I start worrying because, you know, when it's head-to-head, we hardly win titles. Great to see you back with us at 6 Red. Okay. Let me just go here. Gene again. What's Gene saying? Let's not put that energy on the. Oh, Daryl. Okay, Daryl. Let's see what's happening here. Nikib. He's saying, bro. Are you guys still here or?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's left. Let's see what he's saying. Like he was saying, yeah, has Caicedo and Bellingham fake media transfer blind build up, not tight as what Johnny Henry about. This guy rather spend a few million on PR to fool us, to fool fans. We tried from Caicedo to Endo value wake up. I know what you're saying, Noah, man. I know, like. It is frustrating with ownerships like this. We're always getting the short end of the stick, but they can't do that anymore. I think that even the loyal FSG fans would, if this messes up what we're going for now, will come out and say enough is enough now. I don't know if you guys agree with me. JK and Alante.
Yeah, the comment from Noah Hyde. Yeah, look, I understand, but I mean, like I said, after midnight tomorrow, I will not mention his name until the deal's done. But we're trying to cook the seasoning in the pot. We just need to finalize. So, but no, but I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying.
Yeah, we just got to be careful there, man. Things like that. It's just the John Derby Henry, the past, experiences with him does take you out of it. It just makes you frustrated, doesn't it? That's what it does. It just makes you frustrated, and I think we'll be all right, guys. This time, I think we'll be all right, guys. Fozi needs them likes up, smash them likes. Thank you, Scottish Bear. What's Goal saying? Go Wirtz and not Shirky. Much cheaper, very similar. I don't think they're similar, bro. Jerky is a skillful player, but if you're talking about overall game, I don't think he will suit Liverpool, compared to Wirtz's ability. There's two different abilities. Wirtz is a team player, and he's a creative spark as well at the same time. If you look at Jerky is more of a dribbler, and he's not very pacey, guys. That's what you need to understand. He hasn't got a lot of pace either. So he's coming off the right. I don't think he's a number 10. With Wirtz, he could play all across the front line as well. So that's the quality difference between them two. I like Jerky, but I don't think he's as good as Wirtz. Wirtz's ability is just way up there. That's why a lot of teams wanted him. That's why Man City wanted to swap as soon as Kevin De Bruyne left. They wanted obviously Wirtz in. This is why the quality is completely different to Jerky. I know what you're saying about obviously the price tag, but it's not all about that. It's what comes overall baggage. I mean, Wirtz has got a lot of ability in his locker, and if you think about it this way, it's like, is that Coutinho with a better passing, keeping possession, better keep that possession, because Coutinho used to frustrate us because he only turned it on when he could. But after that, when he gets bullied, you never used to see him in the games, and he used to lose the ball a lot, and he used to frustrate us. But with Wirtz, he's quality. He's quality, man. Trust me. What do you guys think about that comment from goal ratio in regards to Jerky and Wirtz, you two? Okay. Let me just read. Noah says John Henry never spent big, even if we got Wirtz, Darwin, and other quality players would be sacrificed. 15 years of FSG. Sometimes you got to look forward, bro. You got to look forward, man. Us winning the league, can help us progress in the future, guys. You know what I mean? So, and I don't think Arne Slot is that type of coach that's just gonna allow that to happen. He will say like, "I'm here to win." He always says that when he does his press conference. He's always saying, you know, remember who you're playing for, Liverpool Football Club, and it's all about winning here. And that's the kind of coach I like, who just reminds people what Liverpool Football Club is all about. And like I said in the past streams, Arne Slot is here for the long term. He's not here for the short term. He always reminds you that, like, everybody thinks he's going to go to Real Madrid or Barcelona eventually. He always cuts that out. He always says, I want to develop youth as well as, you know, the first team and all that stuff. So, and Barcelona, Real Madrid don't do that. So Liverpool does that. So, which means he wants to stay here for the long term. So yeah, I wouldn't worry, man. You know, I think we'll be fine. JK and Alonso, you guys there or?
Yeah.
You guys okay?
Yeah.
Craig from Anfield has
right.
reported that our new bid was not rejected. It's just reporters reporting our old bid from last week. Yeah, there you go, man. There you go.
Yeah, good old Craig.
Yeah, man. Guys, I gotta get ready for work, man. Obviously, thanks for coming on. Let me just read a few more comments and then.
You're on Portugal.
Yeah, game's done. Finito.
Oh God. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for coming on anyway, man. Appreciate everybody that's on. Obviously, I was always going to do a stream today because, you know, I missed yesterday. Hopefully, I'll be back very soon. I might not be tomorrow, but probably the day after. I'll probably do a day stream. Please tune into that. Please like, share, and subscribe and all that good stuff. And thank you, Nolante and JK as well. Thank you.
That's all right.
Well, guys.
That's up, Fozi. Come on.
All right, guys.
Sure.
Take care.
Take care, Charles.
Peace.
That's good. I'll leave that one. 10 little insane to fuck.